Alright, so we're going to talk about chicken, or chickening, in Tekken. It's a term meaning to counter a counter, or counter a parry, because parries are considered counters, alright? So you don't know what chickening is, or parries, it's when you counter an attack, okay? So Asuka, or Oscar, Lord Oscar, she has a natural parry, which means you can chicken, okay? Alright, everyone following along? So I'm just going to record her doing this. Alright, that's it. So I pressed an attack, and she flipped me over. And this goes for kicks too, as you can see. As you can see. Doesn't matter as long as punches, kicks, that's fine. You can't do knees, I believe, or elbows. I don't think that's a thing. Or weapons. You can't do that. You can't counter weapons, knees, and elbows. Shoulders, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so chickening, alright, is when you counter a person, as Asuka did, alright? So say like someone's being too aggressive, you can parry them, and then they take damage. So you steal their turn back. You steal your turn back, okay? Doesn't matter for kicks, as you can see. Left or right, okay? But you can't parry a throw. To an extent. There's some characters who can counter a throw. Those are rare. Ana's one of them. But we're not going to get into that. So chickening. So chickening, basically, you're countering the parry. So you're countering the counter. That makes sense. So for instance, shit. So she does it. I'm going to show you. As you can hear, the announcer said chicken. Okay? So I'm pressing square, okay, as you can see, alright? This is my left hand, alright? If you press anything on the left side, you need a left chicken. So you need to buffer in a forward 1 and 3, so square and X. The left side, those are your left limbs. And the right limbs, alright, is 2, triangle, alright, is your right limbs. The right limbs is your right arm and your right limb, right leg, okay? So you need a right chicken if you use your right limbs, and you need a left chicken if you use your left limbs. Does that make sense? Left limbs, left chicken. Right limbs, right chicken. Okay? So I'm gonna press square, okay, which is 1, and I need to buffer in a 4, 1, plus 3. Okay? So you gotta press it immediately. It's instant. Okay? So that's how you chicken a left chicken. Okay? That's how you counter a counter. That's how you chicken a counter. Okay? This is just giving you the opportunity to counter people, certain characters who abuse this tactic. It's a very powerful tactic, but if you know how to chicken, then it becomes futile. But the thing about parries, you have to time it well. If you know a parry's coming, especially against Asuka, Paul, or Dragunov, then you have to chicken. You have to chicken it. Because if you don't, you're going to get hard knockdown, and then you're going to get some damage. And then she's plus 23, depending on the parry. And then you're laying down, and then you're getting set up for Oki, right? So you don't want that. You need to parry it. Sometimes we make mistakes. It's a very hard tactic to learn, to apply in a real match, because real matches, no one tells you like, oh, this is a chicken, I'm gonna throw out a parry and you need to parry it. If you don't know how to do it, you're fucking screwed. So GG, shake my hand, see you in losers, you're in losers bracket now. Okay, so you need to learn how to apply this. Chicken is very important. It's a very useful point. Okay, it's quick. It's very quick. Yeah, see, that's like that. He says chicken. But you have to do it really quickly. It's like the first frame. Like that. It says chicken. Okay? That's chicken. I'll do it one more time. It says chicken. So you see my inputs, I'm pressing 3, which is the X, like on the bottom, and then I'm inputting a forward 1 plus 3, square and X. That's the input. You have to do it instantly. It's the first frame, okay? Instant. If you don't, then you're gonna get parried. Okay, you have to input it. If you don't, then you miss your chance to chicken. to counter the counter. Okay, so I'll do it one more time. Right there. Okay, it doesn't do much damage. It's 15 points of damage, but it's an option for you to get out of that situation. It's hard. It's very hard. Because like that, if you're even late one frame, that happens. Then you're +6. Okay, so it gives you the option to create some space. As you can see, Asuka is like farther away from me as soon as I did the chicken, and I'm far away from it. It gives us space. Just that's all it is. It should be more rewarded, in my opinion, at least. To my opinion, it gives you a little bit more damage, because like chickens are one of the hard things that no one tells you about. It's like one of the things you need to learn from someone, and it doesn't offer much of a reward. So hopefully, like it does, like in Tekken 8, they give you an option to, like, they upgraded the damage and all that shit. But yeah, so you see the distance between Asuka and Lei and I? Yeah, that's what happens when you chicken. You go back to starting position, to an extent. But you get space, so you can move around and all that stuff. You get some breathing room and all that good jazz. So yeah, chickening is important, okay? You want a left chicken, okay? Left chicken, left limbs, input for 1+3. You want a right chicken? I'll give you a right chicken. Right limbs, right arm, right leg. Is input for 2+4. That's it. Now, for instance, Mocha, what about like 1+2s or 3+4s? How do I chicken that? Oh yeah, same thing. Same thing. You gotta do it fast. I think it's, if I can get it. Is it? Nah. I've been lied to. Oh, okay. All right. Ooh. So I was sort of right. Someone told me it was the opposite way around. Okay, so 1+2, you got to input for fucking motherfucking I just lost my train of thought. But 1+, you got to input 2+4. Yeah. So same thing. Same thing with 3+4. You got to input for 1+3. That's the chicken. Okay. It's the limbs. Just remember, it's the limbs. If it's the right side, your right limbs, input 2+4. If it's your left limbs, input 1+3. That's chicken. Okay. That's it. But you gotta be fast. If you don't, then you're GG's. GG's. That's all it is. So, anyway. Yeah. So, hope that is well and all. I hope I explained chickening to a decent level. But yeah, that is chicken. And the same, if you're on the opposite side, same principle applies. You just, instead of inputting forward, you input back. So, for instance, you just do it that way. Just the opposite side. You want a right chicken? Do that side. That's it. Okay? Same thing. Chicken. Alright? So that's chickening. Alright? It's just countering a counter for certain characters. So that's pretty much what chickening is. And chickening is very important because, again, no one's going to ever tell you what chickening is. Or what is a chicken in Tekken? Because Tekken, again, like, it doesn't hold your hand whatsoever. They just kind of tell you, like, oh yeah, this is what you need to do. Good luck, have fun, press some buttons, and then you're gonna figure out, like, damn, why am I getting my ass beat? It's because of that very reason, because you just don't know. It's just one of those things that you just don't know, and that's totally fine. It's just a learning experience. Like, you're like, how? What the hell? Did he say chicken? Yeah, it's dope. Chicken's dope.